Good morning, Buckeye Gordon. I want to talk about an incident that happened when I was in South Korea. I was in South Korea um, for a few months when this incident happened. I um, I lived off base at that time. I had a yobo. Yobo in Korea is signifies a wife or a girlfriend, and I lived off base with her, and we had a little hutch, had a two-room hutch. You had a uh, living room and then the bedroom. The living room was had a little hot plate, something like that. We had a well just outside. Had in this area I was in, there were four or five other huts, and they had other military people that lived in those. But anyhow, to get back to what I want to talk about, I wasn't on base at the time. What happened was some guys were at the club on base drinking, and they thought it would be nice to go into this small village, wasn't very big, and beat up taxi cab drivers. Now they weren't really cabs per se. They had a little motorcycle, and then they would make a makeshift seating. Um, but anyhow, and they went down into the village apparently, and they beat some of these guys up. Um, they had to rush them out. The MPs were called, and I knew a couple of them. So the next morning is when I heard about it. They had a big meeting. We had about 100 people on base. It was a small base, wasn't very big at all. And the CO said, told us what happened. Um, I don't know what happened to them. The guys that went down there, they they were never seen or heard from. So I'm assuming uh, they went back to the United States to be court-martialed. Uh, the Korean population, mostly the older people, didn't like us there. And I asked the girl I was with, why are these older guys and some women, older women, staring at me like that? And she says, well, a lot of them remember the Korean War. The younger people don't. The younger Korean people were very friendly, but the older people weren't. They just kept staring at you, and you could say you can tell they're saying something, but you don't know what they're saying. It probably wasn't very nice, but we were quarantined to the base. We could go out in the village for about 30 days. So when the 30 days was up, I was allowed to go back home, and man, they were really staring at me then. Uh, some of them would kind of walk kind of close to me, but not do nothing. And it's unfortunate that the few really mess things up for the many. I thought where I was, Camp Hawkeye was a very good camp. The people in the village, with the exception of the older people, like I said, were very friendly. My time there, I had a wonderful time. I was glad to get back to the world. That's what they called the United States, the world, because Camp Hawkeye, there was no paved road. It was all dirt road. All the buildings were looked like put together with plywood. Might have been, but I just thought I'd share that. I was thinking about that time. and thought I'd share it with you. If you would, please comment on the bottom if maybe you had a similar experience if you're a veteran. And please like, share, subscribe, especially subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.